Player of the week. Congratulations. Second time. Any thoughts when you found out about it? How'd you find out about it?
I actually just got a text from my brother who's on the internet, so he just said congratulations. That was the first time I heard of it this morning. So yeah, it's an honor. It's a lot of great defensive players in this conference. So it's a great honor. We got to keep moving on, try and get it again this week, and keep going.
I got to ask you about the play at Bowling Green. Well, two plays. On the one sack where you did a spin move, you got around, hit the quarterback, stripped the ball, and recovered it. I mean, the only thing you didn't do was score there. I don't know what. No, just teasing. Talk about that play. I mean, I don't know if I've seen too many players do that before all at once.
Yeah, Coach Robinson, Coach Rawl always, preach. We obviously always preach stripping the ball, getting strip attempts in practice. Especially in the defensive line, that's probably one of the best plays. Sack, cause fumble, and then to get the cover fumble is obviously a bonus with that. But always when we do our pass rush, we always, whether it be on dummies or on the quarterback or whatever, we try and come over the top and strip the ball on them. And so, when I came across, the quarterback had been stepping up a lot. He'd been stepping up in the pocket, and I've been getting washed by. So when I came around, I saw an opportunity. He had the ball up high, just kind of, got my arm up there. Unfortunately, got the strip, and it landed right in my lap. And I was kind of joking around like as you joked. The only thing I need to do is pick the ball up and score. If I wouldn't have been down on a knee when I got that ball, I think I would have had a chance to get in the end zone. But I'll take the sack and the cause fumble and recovery fumble. So.
And then when we talked to Gabe after the game about the blocked extra point, he said that you probably got your hands on it first, and then him. Kind of, if you can take us through that play from your perspective.
Yeah, I'd been on the right side the entire game. We had a block going with Gabe and Mike on the left guard, and then myself and Marcus Zacha, the Leo linebacker, doubling that right guard. And when we came off, me and Mike had switched, so I went to the left side, he went to the right side, and Gabe went inside. And so, when we get that block, we always just preach effort on that. Trying to push the guard or whoever we're up against, push them back as far as you can, and then get hands up. And so, me and Gabe, we just talk to each other and say, get as low as we can, drive them back as far as we can, and get hands up. If we block it, we block it. That's what we did. Mike and Gabe have been pushing that guy back all game long. Mike almost had a block. Durbin had a block in there earlier, blocked a field goal. So, we pushed it back, and I got, just my fingertips on it, and then I think Gabe got his hand on it. So, it worked out great in the end for folks.
Right. I guess you played in a lot of big games in your career. You've had Texas come here, even Boise last year, even though they weren't members of this conference. Now it's Nebraska. Is it any different than when Texas came in, or even Boise last year, as far as mentality, mindset, atmosphere, even 5 or 6 days leading up to the game?
Yeah, you can kind of compare it to those games. Texas coming in, Boise last year. To us, it's another game. Obviously, it's a great opportunity with the number, 10 team in the nation, or whatever they are right now, top 10. So we're gonna treat it as another game, another opponent's coming into our house. I think we're gonna play. We play well at home. We've been getting better every week, offense and defense, and special forces. So we're just gonna treat it as a normal week. We know there's gonna be a big crowd here. They're obviously gonna bring in a lot of fans. They travel well, so just gotta get in the film room, get better every week at practice, and come out and execute on Saturday.
It's been different too, whether Nebraska being so regionally close. A lot of people coming up like asking you for tickets or wishing you well or talking to you about that. I mean, not that Texas wasn't a big deal, but it's not nearly as close as Nebraska is. Is anything odd or weird happen with that as far as people coming up to you or asking you different requests or more requests for tickets or anything like that?
Yeah, they are really close. They border Wyoming, so there's also a lot of fans, a lot of Nebraska fans all over the place. So, like I said, they're going to bring in a lot of fans, probably a lot of fans wearing red, but I got confidence in Cowboy fans that they're going to be out in numbers. So yeah, it is a little different with them being so close. Like I said, I try not to put too much into it. They're going to try and get that done early in the week as much as I can, and just focus on the game. So like I said, we're just excited excited to play another game and excited for the challenge.
You know, I know Nebraska is not an option team, but with Martinez at quarterback, they'll run some option sets. They'll also run power. They'll do a lot of things. But because you've played a Texas State team that runs the pistol-oriented thing, you prepare for Air Force every year with option. Does that, I don't know if it gives you an advantage, does it help that you've prepared for some of that before, to where, not that you'll automatically be able to stop it, but that helps that you've prepared for something similar in the past? Could that help you this week, in your opinion?
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, they're not an option team, but they will run the option with a quarterback as talented as Martinez back there. They'll get in some option looks, as well as spread it out and try and throw the ball and run the ball. So yeah, I think that definitely helps out. You know, we'll have a lot of different packages in defensive scheme-wise. So you know, our coaching is just going to have a great game plan in to stop them in whatever they want to do, whether it be run the option or pass the ball. So, you know, we're going to be ready for them, and like I said, we just have to have a great week of practice. We've got to execute, you know, eliminate all mental errors, especially with this team, and, you know, come out and compete on Saturday.
All right, sounds good.